This year, I turned my passion into a six-figure business. It wasn't easy, nor was it an overnight process. It was a result of trying and failing at a number of different things, taking lessons from experts in the field, and applying the learnings from the best books on business and marketing. So in this video, I want to share with you a 3-part process that helped me turn something I love into a six-figure business. And this video is split into 3 parts. Firstly, how to turn your passion into something that people want. Secondly, how to escape competition. And thirdly, how to make money from it. I'll also cover my honest opinion on monetizing your passion and some of the downfalls that come with it. If you want to dive deeper into any of these topics, I have a detailed guide that goes into each of these steps in more detail. And the first part of the guide is about how to figure out what skill set or hobby you have that is worth monetizing in the first place. Part 1, how to turn your passion into something that people want. Having just a strong passion for something is not enough. There is another crucial element that you need to nail down to guarantee the success of your business venture. And there's this quote that is, you want to find something that feels like play to you, but looks like work to others. The feel like play to you part is something that you're naturally good at, you enjoy, and you don't mind spending extra hours on it after work because it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel energized. This is the passion part. The other part is it looks like work to others, and it is equally important. It means that in the eyes of society, the thing that you love is seen as work to others, and therefore it is likely to have value. You want the thing that you're passionate about to also be practical and for other people to think it's worth paying for. It's not easy to intersect and balance the two, but a good place to start, according to Josh Kaufman in the book Personal MBA, is to think about what are the basic human needs. Although people appear to want many different things, he argues that they, in fact, make purchases in an attempt to fulfill 5 basic needs. And to tick the practicality part of the equation, we should think about how our passion falls into one or more of these. The first need is to feel good about ourselves. We want to be healthy, look good, feel good, and enjoy experiences. The second need is connection. So romantic relations, professional connections, friendships. Next, we have learning and growth. And this, I would say, is where my passion falls into. The aim here is to help people learn something new and develop as individuals. The fourth need is safety, both for us and our belongings. And lastly, the need to avoid effort. So this means getting rid of tasks that take up too much time and energy. The key is to identify which of these needs your business idea can fulfill. And that is essentially the practicality part of the equation. If you're struggling to find how your passion can fall into one of these, think about whether there is someone else in the world that is making money from your skill or your passion and how they are going about it, because it's likely that they are reframing what they do to fall into one of these 5. Step 2, promote yourself. You may be really good at what you do. In fact, one of the best in the field at it, but that doesn't matter if no one knows about what you can do. So the next step is to get as good as you can at your craft whilst providing free information as proof of your value and your knowledge. So depending on what you could do, this can be through blog posts, tutorials, webinars, podcasts, social media posts, workshops, or any other platform where your potential customers are likely to be. By providing this information for free, firstly, you're getting better at it day in, day out. And secondly, you're showcasing your skills and you're building trust with people along the way. So simply put, when you give away valuable information for free, you're letting potential customers try out your services without spending any money. It's like a free trial for them. This lets them see how good your work is and how helpful you could be. And if you keep giving them helpful information that they like and they're benefiting from, they're more likely to buy something that you're selling. For example, a personal fitness trainer might offer free workout plans or nutrition tips on a blog or social media. And if a potential customer tries these plans and it feels like it's working for them, they're more likely to consider hiring that trainer or using their services than another trainer that doesn't offer any free value and everything that they have is only behind a paid wall. The other thing to consider here is, okay, if everyone is providing free information, how do I stand out? What makes me any different? And I truly believe that the most important way to escape competition is to build a business and to build a brand that is an extension of yourself. In a world where everything is so readily available, you need to be able to add your personality into the mix. And there are 2 ways mainly that you can do this. The first is to bring your unique perspective. No two people will interpret and present information in the exact same way. We all have our own experiences, our own expertise that we bring to the information that we share. So your perspective can provide a new take on very familiar topics. It can offer new insights, new connections, or new ways to use the information. So your unique perspective might be just what someone else needs to understand a concept that they've had trouble understanding ever before. The second thing is your presentation. Not only is your point of view important, but also how that information is presented. Although some people say what I'm doing is nothing new and a lot of this information is available online, I know that I had trouble finding someone who I can connect with when it comes to discussing money or has similar values or beliefs like me. So I was sure that many others had also faced the same problem. The person telling the story is sometimes just as important as the story itself. And we tend to be attracted to people who can explain things in a way that matches how we understand and we learn. So don't underestimate the importance of you telling a story or telling a point that is already covered by other people. There are going to be lots of different things that you'll need to learn when monetizing a passion. And I found a free and easy way to learn these essential skills through today's sponsor, Brilliant.org, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. Brilliant.org is an amazing online platform with thousands of interactive bite-sized lessons where you can master complicated topics like artificial intelligence, crypto, search data analysis, and you can learn them from as little as 15 minutes a day and gradually master each topic. They have interactive lessons and quizzes to keep even the most dull and the most complicated topics interesting. And I'm particularly loving their new course on thinking in code. Some form of coding is used in pretty much everything when it comes to building a brand. Creating websites, email campaigns, newsletters, and it's really helped me grasp the concepts. So whether you're a professional who's looking to prepare for quantitative interviews and skill sets to learn a high-paying job, or you want to learn some basic skills to start a side hustle, there will be a course in here for you. And I highly recommend checking it out, as Brilliant is always adding new lessons every month to keep things fresh. By using the link in my bio, brilliant.org/Nisha, you could try out their courses for free. And if you do like it, by using that link, you also get 20% off of your subscription. Step 3, execution, marketing and sales. The hardest part in this process, I would say, is finding your passion that you can monetize in the first place. And the second hardest is the marketing and sales. It's easy to give away information for free, but when you start making money or charging for it, you might feel uncomfortable. And this could be for a number of reasons, because of fear of rejection, feeling like you're bragging, or just feeling bad about charging. But the reality is that if you don't make money from your passion or your hobby, it stops at that. It's not a business, and you're very likely not going to be able to put in all the time and the resources to make it into something big and to make it into something that more people have access to. If you're passionate about what you do and believe your product or service can help people, then don't be afraid to charge for it. And I heard someone say by not charging, you're keeping people from benefiting from what you have to offer. And it's a great way to reframe the way you think about charging people for your services. And this doesn't always mean having to charge the customer, but also being a bit creative and seeing where else you can make money. So again, with this YouTube channel, which is one of the streams that I'm making money through this passion, although you're not paying to watch this content, I am able to make money through AdSense, through affiliate links, through sponsors. One thing I do want to say, if and when you turn your passion into a business, is that a lot of the fun diminishes when you think about the money side of it. Before my channel got monetized, I absolutely loved creating content. When I had a minute to spare on the train or whilst I was walking, I would be thinking of new ideas and it would bring me so much joy. It was almost like an escape from my day job. And then the first month that my channel got monetized, it was the best feeling because my work was being rewarded. But since then, the joy of creating content hasn't been on the same level as it has pre-making money from it, because you have this new expectation from it. And so what I've recently started to do is shift my focus back on the impact rather than the monetization. I have this document where every time I read a message or an email or I see a comment on my channel or anywhere else, I'll take a screenshot and I'll put it into this document. And then whenever I feel like I don't want to create content, I don't want to get up and create a video, but I'll read that document and it'll give me a burst of motivation. And I realized that the importance to keep the initial excitement and the joy is to measure your success with things that aren't monetary. For example, asking yourself questions like, how is my work connecting with people? How is it causing people to live a different life or motivating them to make a small change in their lives? At least when I'm focusing on that, everything else just comes as a byproduct. So that's my formula and my tips and advice for turning your hobby into a passion or a business. I'd love to hear if that sparked any ideas or interest in you. And I really would recommend the free guide that I have. It goes into a lot more detail into each of these topics as well, and other things that you want to consider. If you do like this video, you may also enjoy another video that I have on side hustles you can start. I'll link that over here, and I hope to see you there.